This was ours. We ruled this land. We owned the night. But man rose up against us. We were overthrown. For centuries, hidden away in darkness. Tortured by thirst. Choking down dust. Starving. Until now, our hunt begins again.
There we go. Welcome everyone. So it doesn't look like there's been any changes to the intro scene. Looks like we've actually got my mic working now. We've got the server working. For a first time stream, this is going relatively smooth. Let's get our guest in here as well, for lack of better. He's going to be joining us for the duos. If you want to say hi there.
Hello. For lack of better here. Cobalt's brother.
It's true. It's true. Let me actually turn up your volume just a titch so that we can hear you better.
Yeah, I'm going through the crypt now, and it looks like you've cleared out most of the skeletons.
Apologies for the echo there. No, I haven't actually cleared out a thing yet, so I'm still in character customization.
That's interesting, because I am encountering no skeletons.
Well, you must have been following someone else.
Maybe.
Let's get a nice character. I've actually got some new options. Maybe we'll go with one of those.
Yeah, I've noticed some changes to the interface.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes to the interface for sure.
Yeah.
This is smoother than it used to be in terms of just selecting your presets and your features. I've got most of the DLC here, so I've got some fun options. I don't think we'll be using any of those today, but we've got them. Yeah, what the heck? We can go with something. Remove that.
Yeah, it looks like they may have removed the wicked rat from the graveyard.
Oh, interesting. I'm pretty sure it was still there during the beta. Not gonna go too in depth there, but
I tried a little bit of a single player mode before this, and the wicked rat didn't appear there either.
Okay. It may need time to spawn as well. On the beta servers, when I launched in right off the bat, he wasn't there either. So he may be on a spawn timer.
Well, I don't plan on waiting for him.
Makes sense. You're probably going to need some skeletons, but Wicked Rat's not necessarily something you have to have. Get the tutorial out of the way.
Bones. Bones and rats.
So another interesting change is that you have to make a little bit of progress before you actually even unlock all your spells. The only thing you start with now is your dash.
I did notice that.
Yeah, so they've made the beginning easier in some ways, more difficult in others.
It introduces your spells one by one instead of all at once.
Exactly. It forces you to do a little bit of work and get familiar with them one at a time. I actually like it. Oh good, I've still got my Razor stuff. That was probably my favorite DLC. It's the only one that has been genuinely limited. There was a brief period where they had a partnership with Razor, and you could get some cosmetics just by basically getting a code from their servers. All the rest are still available for purchase. There's been some question of whether or not the Founders DLC will remain available. I haven't checked either way, to be honest. So we're going to see where that goes. Got enough bones for our bone ring. which means we finally get our first offensive spell. Wants us to hit one more enemy with Shadow Bolt, and then it's going to give us the next tutorial.
Yeah, I'm on the one right after that where it's find a way out from the graveyard.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I need to counter enemies, it looks like, so I have to actually let them try and hit me, I suppose.
Right now I'm just gathering as many bones and rats as I can find. So not how useful the vermin selves are in early game.
Not wrong.
Yeah, I got shot in the back with an arrow.
No. Yeah, you're right. I don't see the red either. So if he's on a timer, it's longer than I care to wait for either. So I'll be playing with mouse and keyboard here, but you can play with controller now. I'll warn you, the trickiest thing is the camera. I really doubt they've had time to change that from the beta. On whatever controller you're playing, it's just your top right button, so not on your shoulder bumpers, but just your top right. I play on an Xbox controller, so that's usually Y. But you have to hold that and then hit the shoulder bumpers to move the camera. Or you can double tap Y in order to orient the camera directly ahead. It's not a bad system, but it's not the best system. It's the only real complaint I have with playing with a controller. So, like a better, are we going east or west for our starting location?
I prefer to go east.
Okay, east it is.
Well, yeah, I'm still in the graveyard collecting bones and rats.
Hey, achievements! Woot! Been waiting for that. So we're going to want to run for getting the wolf and then getting up into Farbane as fast as possible. The new locations where you just want to be have changed. We'll go over that in detail during the stream. But basically you want to be as close as possible to the new endgame areas rather than as close as possible to, oh, what's the name of it? The old endgame location.
Yeah.
It's on the map, Silverlight. Yeah, you don't want to be close to Silverlight over here anymore. This used to be my favorite spot, right here, just because it was pretty defensible. It was close to Silverlight. What I'm gunning for is right here, right to the west of where it says Runes of Mortem. If I can get that, we're going to be golden. If I can get something close to it, I'll still take it. I have, in the past, done a thing where I would just go get the wolf and set up somewhere in the Farbane Woods here, and then move my castle over there, but those areas are just gone by the time you get to them if you wait that long.
Yeah, in a multiplayer server, they take the good spots.
They really do. Let's see, how close am I to the wolf? The only problem I have with an east start is that you're farther from the wolf, and then I should have pointed that out. We're not exactly speed running though. We're in this for the long haul.
Well, I mean, I usually go to get to copper equipment before I bother with any of the bosses.
Wow. Okay.
But that's just how to make it easier in the beginning of the game.
Makes sense. Well, we're playing on standard duo settings, so I'm gonna go try and get the wolf and save our base location. This deer's faster than me. It's kind of embarrassing.
I should point out here, this deer only has 1%, but even 1% is better than 0.
Right? I'm frail at the moment. Well, we're better than nothing. We've got a minor increase to movement speed, probably that low end 3%. But we'll take anything at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, for lack of better, I know you're more of a YouTube guy. Do you have an account on Twitch?
I do not. It's not yet.
I'll take that as a maybe.
Maybe.
There's a nice stream together feature that I've been looking at. I'm brand new to this whole streaming thing, but it would make it interesting to be able to keep track of each other, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm in the wolf den. He's either outside of the den, or somebody's already killed this one, which could be bad for us in terms of getting the spot we want. Oh, that's an 8%. We'll take that. get our last 2 armor sections so that we can progress the tutorial.
Alright. I'm actually going to take on a bear here.
Nice.
Bear is practically like
So
a
if this
mini
wolf is
boss
gone,
this
I'm
early in
gonna
the
go
game.
check the other spot that he frequents. Nope, there he is. See if I remember how to kill this guy or not. First real combat of the game. Deers don't count. The
I
trick to
haven't
most of
counted
these
any
bosses
wolves
is
yet
really
either.
just a little bit of patience and making your skill shots, which I'm apparently not.
Alright.
But you'll notice I'm hitting him about 3 times and then backing off. That makes it really easy to dodge his attacks. And usually easy to hit him as well. Woo. I would count myself as about an average V-Rising player. I don't think I'm particularly skilled or unskilled. Oh, now we've got Lydia in here. That's very exciting. This fight just got interesting. I don't know if that's going to make my job easier or harder here. Easier by that statement there. She just took out half his health. Yeah, let's get these 2 fighting. This is actually a great strat for right off the bat. Let's get these bosses to do all the hard work for us.
Okay, the crows are new.
Now you'll notice Lydia's got a skull. She's a much higher power level than we are, so our damage is reduced. That same spell that just did 10 to Lydia typically does 30 to the Alpha Wolf based on our gear level. Gear level is so important in this game. Oh, it's day, so I am going to get out of here and grab this blood. We're going to come back for Lydia another time. Thankfully, you're invulnerable when you're sucking the life out of a V-Blood. And we've still got 20 minutes of protection on the PvP status. So we're just going to get out of here.
Okay.
Bye, Lydia. Thanks for the help.
So when you were motioning to the map, I
Getting
didn't
some
see
pings in
where.
Discord. Want to make sure that the server is running the way it's supposed to. I haven't
didn't
had
see
any
where you
complaints on that
mentioned
front
for a
yet.
base.
So I'm actually hosting a server out of one of my Discord spots. Basically just a keep it casual, don't be a jerk sort of thing on the settings. So if any of you are interested in joining, you can do that off of the link there. Looks like somebody has already died and left us some goodies.
All right.
So they're going to come back and that bag is going to be gone. Let's see, we got some blood roses. Ooh, this is a cart. These are new. Except I didn't realize it had a defender here. I'm going to take care of that first.
Found a base for someone named
Come on,
the
shoot me
Cold
again.
One. Ow. Sunlight.
Using the blood spells, I can get a little bit of healing off of these things. Should probably take care of this archer first, though. Like, this is enough loot that it's worth stopping progression for. Oh, what I don't want to do is that. Now I'm just a bag on the ground for someone else.
Oh, where's your bag? Or where are you?
That's my bad, because we got a castle right there. I might lose my lovely loot.
Well, I could pick it up if I knew where you were.
I didn't know that counted as teleportation, but according to the achievements it does, so I guess respawning is worth something. I got an achievement out of it. 4lackofbetter, I haven't heard you in a minute. You still with us?
I'm still here. Can you not hear me?
We may have lost our co-host here.
Well, I can't check my settings while I'm in the middle of battle.
Important map. close to where I died. Hopefully I can get back to my stuff before anyone's any the wiser. Especially since we've got a base right there. Yo, Heretic, hey there.
Restore my body.
So apparently I was muted. Sorry about that.
That would explain a lot. No worries, man.
I set the tilde key as my mute button. I must have pressed it by accident.
All good.
So, that's bad.
Yeah, Sunshine's not good for vampires, last I checked.
Oh no, I found a bear trap.
Oh, whoops. Hey, no one grabbed my loot. We are safe, in that regard at least. The next thing we're going to do is see if that caravan's going the same direction we wanted, or if he turned off the other way.
Yeah, so the crows and the bear traps are new.
Yeah, they are. I'm actually quite a fan of them. The crows are nice because it gives you a chance to pick up some decent blood in a graveyard. Seems to be its main purpose.
Oh, I just realized I should be using the vermin cells, not the blood ritual.
Oh, don't run that way, please. I really don't want to involve everyone else in our little dispute.
I saw something new and I just had to step on it. Turned out to be a bear trap.
Well, I'm glad to have you back with us. We've got to head north.
Oh shoot, man, these guys are a lot tougher than I thought.
There's a couple of things that are now.
Okay, so much for setting up a base there, because these guys are a little bit too tough for me.
Okay.
Yep. I bet.
So when I was asking earlier, you could probably still hear me then if you had a Twitch account or a YouTube at that point. But the stream together would be cool to just keep track of each other on the map, see what each guy's doing. Oh, that's rude. Carriage just kind of disappeared on me and I had to go get him again. You, sir, are not going to spoil my looting. Yeah, these things are great. It looks like they kept the same amount of loot from the beta. So now I've got 2 books, I've got some copper, I've got some gems. This was well worth it. That was great. I guess our PvP protection's still on. Hey there, Heretic. So while that protection's still up, I'm gonna go grab some books from the Shady Dealer. Let's see. We're gonna grab some Shadewalker stuff. That's a great new set. So that gives me 2 pieces already. It looks like I managed to pick up the gloves and the leggings. Those are probably the 2 least important, but we've got them. So lack of better, just to give you an idea, I mentioned where I'm going, but I have pinned on the map where I would like to set up a base. It looks like we've got bases just kind of all over the place now. Already.
Yes, but I don't see your pins since we're not
You
the
should.
same clan.
Oh, we're
I
not in the
should?
same clan yet.
Yeah.
We can fix
I
that.
can't even open the clan's options yet, I don't think.
Okay, we're gonna fix that.
I also got a corpse pile following me.
Oh, well, you're busy for a minute.
Yeah. I just want to get my stuff back. Not that I had much, but still. It was important to me. So I did find a decent place to put a base up there that's not taken yet.
Okay, that's good. And we can have, I believe, a base per person, and they're pretty easy to move now. But I definitely want the one that I have pinned. Like just from playing the betas, I am racing for that guy.
Okay.
It is just so close to some of the best in-game content. There's others that are about as good. Surprisingly, the Hallowed Mountains, the cold areas, have become another good place to build, as long as you don't mind dodging the occasional way higher than UV blood. But the 4 locations there are reasonably close to this in-game content as well.
Yeah.
But the spot that I like, it's really close to camps. You can see 2 gold chest spawns from where it is when they occasionally spawn. There's a caravan that goes past it. If you don't know where you want to be, this little sector of about 4 spots right here is just where you should be going for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm just setting up a temporary base for now.
Okay, and that'll be nice.
Just started getting some of the early gear, copper mostly.
That makes sense, and it'll be nice to have a base of operations a little closer too. Oh, I haven't even made my maces or axe yet. I am
An achievement to be
really
sure.
behind the times. Haven't even been paying attention to the tutorial. I've been so focused on getting my base location. You can tell where my priorities are.
Yeah. Like I said, I usually go for copper before I even attempt any V-Bloods.
Yeah, no, that's alright. That makes sense. Well, I'm going to drop a castle heart and claim this location. It is mine. So since we're in the same clan now, you should be able to see where I am on the map. This again is just my absolute favorite. It's very defensible, 1 way in, 2 tiers, very close to all the content you want. This guy right here is arguably just as good. It has 2 entrances that you've got to wall off really early in PvP.
Recognize my
But that doesn't
power.
matter so much towards the end game. You've still got this protected upper layer that you can get wherever you want from. But again, of them all, this is my new preferred starting spot. So let's see, already constructed Castle Heart, we're blowing through tutorials, it's going to want us to place floors and palisades. Let's get that done next. So, some new building stuff. If you click on a structure that has alternate versions, you can just select these buttons up here now for it. It's actually pretty cool. It's a nice quick way to customize it. I like just the default stone look, so that's why I'm going with the gray. I'll, of course, switch that out later, but it doesn't need to be just a second. Can place some walls. So I've got the very basic fortifications. Here's the thing, though. If I just have this wall here, with the wolf, I can just kind of jump this. And anyone who knows PvP at all is going to do the same thing. So I've got to shore this up a little bit and add some more spots for people to not get through. I would like to be switching out my axes here, but my inventory is so full. It doesn't make it like an enormous difference, but if you use the correct tool for harvesting resources, you just get it a little bit faster. Nope, I'm gonna need foundations.
Recognize my power.
Here's a minor tip right here. You should, when you play as a mist brazier, you should turn it off during the night.
Right? No reason to waste resources.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mist Brazier will create just a little fog of safety during the day. You probably saw, if you're new to the game, during the day, I was struggling with some of that sunshine. Which is ironic, since the server name is Walking on Sunshine. Thought that was a little bit entertaining. But, yeah, it's not good for a fledgling vampire. Don't
So,
walk
Cobalt,
in
I have noticed a new building.
a new building already.
The Altar of Recollection.
Yes, so that replaced the Blood Altar. You may remember in Gloomrot, they changed blood tracking, so there was just a menu for it that you could do from anywhere. So the altar needed kind of a new use. And what they did with it is they turned it into a place where you can reset your skill points. So as you beat V-Bloods and you get skill points, which we're going to see here really soon once we go out hunting again, you can now use those points and reuse them using that particular building. Okay, we are basically probably safe now, but I like to make sure, so I'm going to go one deeper in this wall before I set out on any new adventures. But to advance the tutorial, we need a coffin, which is going to serve as a respawn point anytime we need it. It's actually located in the base. I'll go put one of those in 4lackofbetter's base as well.
I've got one.
Well, yeah, but you need one per player.
Oh, right.
Miss Brazier. Last but certainly not least, to get some of this stuff out of my inventory, let's drop a couple of chests. You have some books in this one. I've already got enough books to have its own chest. I'm quite proud of myself.
How many books have you gotten?
I have got 4 so far, as well as 2 skill gems and a bunch of regular gems.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a great start. Hitting that caravan on my way here. Got some other resources in here. I've got probably too many rats. I have more rats than I need.
Are there too many rats?
Can you have
debatable.
too many rats? I know. I guess to each their own.
So yeah, my previous playthroughs I was underutilizing vermin salves.
Okay.
I found when I was doing a solo world they turned out to be a lot more useful than I initially thought.
Okay, and that's the first healing item, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't made a lot of use of them myself, so I'd be curious to see if that makes my life easier.
Trying to use them during boss fights is tricky, but what they really help is they're faster than doing the blood right, and they don't use as much blood.
Okay.
Blood mend, I mean.
Makes sense. Apparently, I put away all of the silicon. I still needed that for walls.
I have to be careful because right over here on my screen is an ambush of bandits. If I go over there, they pop out of the ground and attack me, which is new in this.
Okay.
'Cause they didn't do that before.
So when 4lackofbetter says over here, we're going to have recordings of this whole thing. I'm new enough to Twitch. I don't expect a lot of you to be joining me right off the bat on Twitch, but with the recordings, you'll get a chance to see and review a lot of this information, especially the tips and tricks for new players and comparisons between 1.0 and other versions.
Yeah, not to mention I'm recording my screen as well, so we can patch this together in editing.
Exactly. So once we get to that point, we should be able to offer viewers a lot more that way. I'm going to steal a little bit of room from the valuables chest for less valuables for a moment.
Yeah, almost got enough planks to make the simple workbench. And that'll let me get copper equipment.
Very nice, very nice. See, I focused immediately on security of this location, so I am not that far yet. I'm going to need to build a sawmill. It's going to be my next objective. And start getting those planks.
If you want to hop over to mine, you'll see that I'm using the sawmill right now.
Alright, let's start refining some planks. You know, while those are running, I was in such a hurry to get the server set up and running that I missed a few details, including posting some details for this server elsewhere, and grabbing myself some breakfast. So I'm going to put the stream on pause for a couple of minutes, and I'll see you back here in 5 to 10.
Alright, well, I'll keep mine going for now.
Sounds great.
So while Cobalt's gone, you'll see I'm making the upgraded plated bone guard armor. Apparently only one piece so far. I need some more rugged hides for these other pieces. I also want to upgrade the weapons, which I need some more planks for. Basically, these tier 2 weapons will allow me to harvest copper. Now, since the sun came up, this is where it gets difficult, because you have to stick to the shade all the time. And since I don't have any, I'm gonna... Okay, I'm gonna retreat here for a second.
I am ready for a new day.
See if I can get the Mist Brazier going before I die. There we go. That's the nice thing about a Mist Brazier, is it will give you some shade when there's no shade around. As for the first weapon, since I need copper, I'm going to go with the mace. And yes, I have 62 rugged hides. I need at least 64 for each piece of armor. I guess I'll leave some rats here, as well as the tainted heart. And that's actually quite a nice amount of rugged hides from that moose that those poachers killed. So you see there's a bit of copper there, but I need that mace first. The general rule is I make the chest guard, then the leggings, then the gloves, and then boots. Because the chest guard and leggings will give you most of the armor. So even though they cost the same, the piece of equipment you use will determine how much, the chest plate will have higher defense than the others. And since I'm stuttering and saying weird things, I'm going to cut this out in editing. Because I can do that. I'd like to find some wolves or some deer or literally anything that can give me some rugged hides. Here's some wolves. Now wolves are really easy even in groups. They're not too difficult at all. Work. And that one's got 20%. That's definitely the one I want. You should always be looking for higher blood than you have at the time. I'm trying to be careful not to kill this one because I want to feed on it. There should be enough rugged hides. Now I'm going to look for some copper. Do you know that on my way to this base, I did find some deposits of copper. So if I tried this with the normal bone mace, it wouldn't have done anything. It would say the equipment level is too low. But this is the reinforced bone mace, which is just enough to get copper. And to make the equipment I need about 500 copper. Mace is not my favorite combat weapon, but it's the highest weapon I have at the moment. Oh, that's a 64% brute. So that's actually really nice. Provided I can get in without killing myself. So with the 64% brood, you can see my stats. Get life leech, get primary attack speed, and then increase healing received. And at 64%, that's pretty good for this early in the game. Oh. Ow. I don't think Cold One can hear me. Hey. We got some PvP going. I'm not sure who Cold One is, but he is a higher gear level than I am.
I cannot.
So there's the respawn timer. Didn't expect that much aggression this early in the server. So I decided I should build a couple of these lockboxes. Lockboxes can't be looted by other players, usually. I'm not sure why I'm not able to set a second one. Basically, my more valuable loot goes in the lockbox, which right now is just planks. So I should have came back when I still had those rugged hides. Oh. Well, I came across the Cold One and he killed me. Yeah. Like, I didn't expect that much aggression this early in the game. It's like I didn't have much to steal, just some raw copper is all. Is he a certain friend of ours who said attack on sight? I've been short on that too, but I'm having a hard time finding wildlife. Yeah, I had 64 before Cold One killed me. Oh, you're right. That is actually really nice. Yeah. Of course, Cold One attacked me at the copper quarry, so I need another place to get copper. No. I just need some rugged hides so I can finish upgrading my stuff. Oh shoot, wolves! Let's find some skeletons. Yeah, let's find some skeletons and some wolves joined in. Well, it's more rugged hides, as long as I don't get mugged on the way back to my base again. Okay, you can't dominate a horse for much later. At least you weren't killed by another player. Yeah. Okay, my audio recorder's got a low battery. So I'm gonna go a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna switch the batteries out. Ooh, 91% creature blood. Yes, please. Yeah, as you'll notice, the ones that have over 90% blood glow red. Gotta be careful because wolves die easy. These man traps, they're pretty annoying, but they're pretty easy to avoid. Yeah, the carnivorous plants. Oh yeah? Yeah, the water skins were a lot easier, or a lot harder to make than those. Because you don't unlock those until later, after beating Keeley the Frost Archer, I believe, unless that's chained. Hey! Oh, I thought you were going to attack me. Thank you for not. Because it's like, I'm trying to get some copper back so I can make some copper tools. Just to our south. Just watch out to the east of our base is where one of the bandit ambushes is. You know, they'll pop out of the ground. Yeah, well, I was way too underleveled to even try to take them on. I'm taking the long way around, unfortunately. You have a horse, I don't even have wolf form yet. Corpse pile. Well, I've already encountered him. Oh, that's Crash? Alright, that makes sense then. His merciless attacking? Yeah. Okay, I think that's enough copper for now. It should be. Just need to. Yeah, there's a few things I need to make first. Okay.
An achievement, to be sure.
Okay, so. Oh, yeah, I should probably throw half that into the sawmill then. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Alright, you think we can take on this bandit patrol? I should mention, if you don't want to feed on them, you can do a bite. It's an insta-kill, but they need to be low health first. Yeah. Ow. Oh, I ran out of vermin salves when Cold One killed me. Okay. There's just one Deadeye left. You might want that blood if you don't have anything higher. There you go. Let's see. Plant fiber and bones. That's what I need. I guess all our bones are in the mist brazier. Or actually, I had some in my inventory.
I am missing key ingredients.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna... Whoop. I accidentally hit my mute button again. Yeah. Well, with that bandit patrol gone, I think I'm gonna harvest some wood and get the rest of this wall built. Wait, did you? You didn't build a forge, did you? Oh, I see it now. Yeah. Well, as long as cold one's not still there. We're walking on sunshine. Speaking of which, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna switch out the batteries for my auto recorder before it dies. Back in a minute.